as always. What is this? Oh. Alright, but we're live, as always. Where's the share button? Is there no... Did YouTube remove the share? Okay, never mind. My dong! My... Grogu is cute. Yep. I was going to send the link to this to both of you, but then I remembered, one, both of you are subscribed, and two, I guess YouTube removed the share button. Rare piece of lore. I met the creator of Morbius. I completely forgot about that until right now. I was getting the page ready. 1 second here. Okay. Yeah. With that being said, motherfuckers, welcome to Wonder After Dark. I got an autograph from him, but I don't know where it is. That's cool. I actually have your YouTube channel in my search predictions as soon as I try to search the letter W. Wow. Alright. But yeah, welcome to the show. Welcome to Wonder After Dark. Welcome to Hell. Because this show is specifically the 666th circle of Hell. Alright, so before we get into tonight's topic, if you recall, the previous episode was my personal hell. Normally, I get mad at my audience, but in this case, what we were talking about was just so flawed, so awful, that I wanted to punch somebody. So I think we could use, I want you to blow off steam every night. Okay. I mean, I'd prefer to not push the topic off to the side so I can do so, but... anyway. But I figure we could use a palate cleanser after tonight. Or after last... Let me try that again. I was so bored and annoyed last night, I just left. Fair. Just fair. Because you were bottling up very powerful feelings, it's better to get them out. Look, Sylv makes sense. That's not sarcasm. That just genuinely makes sense. I have to clarify the following statement is not sarcasm, but honestly, I kind of forget that you can say things that are not just trollish things that get on my nerves. Like, I do genuinely forget sometimes. But anyway, I feel like after last night that we could use a little bit of a palate cleanser by talking about Star Wars. Fuck! Anyway. That was a jokey fuck. Anyway. The Mandalorian... Oh, I forget you have a brain. Fuck you. Anyway. I'm sorry, baby. I love you. Dirty hoe. Anyway. The Mandalorian, also known as Star Wars The Mandalorian, is an American space western television series created by Jon Favreau for the streaming service Disney+. Sometimes the craziest, dumbest, or craziest, dumbest, or most asshole-ish people can give the best advice. Case in point, you are all of the above. Anyway, yeah. Created by Jon Favreau, Patrick Star. Yep. Patrick Star actually fits that description perfectly. No. Genuinely. Well, at least classic era Patrick does. I don't know about modern Patrick, but definite Jon Favreau, a.k.a. Happy. Jon Favreau, a.k.a. the man who denied Deadpool a position. Anyway, created by Jon Favreau for Disney+. It is the first live-action television series in the Star Wars franchise and begins 5 years after the events of Return of the Jedi. It follows a lone bounty hunter who protects a Force-sensitive child named Grogu from remnant Imperial forces. The show has I find it crazy to believe he made that shit. Same here, honestly. Violence in movies and sex on TV. Anyway, could you believe that Jon Favreau created sex? Anyway, the show has so far run for 3 seasons with a total of 24 episodes. Wow. Anyway, the show is produced by Lucasfilm, Fairview Entertainment, and Gollum Creations, and of course airs on Disney Plus. The show premiered on November 12th, 2019, and has been running ever since. The Mandalorian is a story about action, excitement, and family. Yep. And of course, it spawned numerous spin offs. John should have been the Kevin Feige of Phase 4. Agree. Agree. But that's a story for another day. We'll get to the family part in a bit. Yeah. By the way, before I continue, just 2 things before I continue. Number one. Number one. I find it a little surprising that we haven't really covered any MCU films on this show. No, I don't count Deadpool and Wolverine. Yes, it has cinematic universe elements and characters, but it's not an MCU movie. Yeah, I just find it a little surprising. Second thing I would like to say, November 12th, 2019. An interesting thing, it's part of the MCU though. Barely. Anyway, at least according to. I mean, technically, it's not wrong to say it's a part of the MCU, like via the multiverse, but it doesn't really tie into like the greater MCU story, whatever that story is at this point. And most of it takes place in either the Void or the Fox X-Men universe. In fact, it was very much written as the end of the Fox universe. So I guess you could consider it both an MCU film and a Fox X-Men film. But let's get back to family. Anyway, The Mandalorian, as I said, premiered on November 12th, 2019, along with the entirety of Disney Plus. Bottom line, you were wrong. It's a part of the MCU, albeit as a shit post with Fox. Let's go with that. Anyway. Star Fox. Whatever. Anyway, let's go with that. Anyway. Along with the entirety of Disney Plus. Because November 12th, 2019 was also when Disney Plus launched, thus making The Mandalorian a Disney Plus launch title. A hell of a note to start on. Anyway, of course, The Mandalorian spawned 3 spin-off shows, including The Book of Boba Fett, Ahsoka, and Skeleton Crew. Although I'm a little bit confused how Skeleton Crew fits into this. Star Fox is the main character from Star Fox. God damn it. Star Fox is the main character of Star Fox, where you play as Fuck you. Anyway. Yep, the trolling has begun. Anyway, can you look up the Dead Issue 2 on Google? What are you doing? What are you cooking? Like, what is that? Like, what is it? Like, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to show on camera? Because I don't trust you. Mind you, you're one of the only people I still trust, but I don't trust you. Please, it's a comp. Okay, your funeral. The Dead Issue 2. Oh. Go to image. I'm looking at. I'm not showing that. If that's what you want, I'm not showing it. For mature audiences, yeah, that's completely correct, and I'm not showing that on camera. Mind you, it feels like everything has made it onto this show, but I'm not showing that. No, you can't make me, not gonna. The Dead Issue, more like the Skill Issue, yep. Look it up, Sylv. Yeah. I'm not showing that. No. Fuck you. Anyway. You already got dick on my screen momentarily. I ain't letting pussy onto the screen, too. Anyway. Pedro Pascal stars as the title character, with Katie Sackhoff co-starring in the third season. Star Wars creator George Lucas had begun developing a live-action television series by 2009. I hate you, especially, yeah. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Anyway. Why do you know that exists? Like, why? The fact that book made it on show. I'm concerned. Could be worse, but could be Spyro's. Could be last night's episode. Oh my god. Anyway. Alright. George Lucas had begun developing a live-action Star Wars television series by 2009, but it was deemed too expensive to produce. He sold Lucasfilm to Disney in October 2012, and work on a new Star Wars series began for Disney+. Jesse wants Spyro and Hunter working on Subway. Yep. Look up Action Comics 58. Please, for the love of God. Okay, it's a Superman comic. Thank you. Now, please let me talk about the show for 5 minutes, please. Okay, I assume this is it. Superman Let me try again. Superman says you can slap a Jap with war bonds and stamps. Okay, so that's at least clean. That's at least normal. It's not somebody's pussy being eaten out. Sometimes I think I'm beat up in the head and I see these idiots and I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm not. Anyway, Favreau signed on as writer and showrunner. That's racist. Yep, it is racist. But anyway, but at least it's not clean. Yeah, abusing. Well, I mean, clean in the sense that there's nothing sexually explicit being thrown into my... Show's over, cheapskate. Mr. Krabs was so cheap that he made a nigga unwatch a movie. Anyway, Favreau signed on as writer and showrunner in March 2018. He executive produces alongside Dave Filoni, Kathleen Kennedy, and Colin Wilson. By the way, I am never sure if I'm pronouncing Dave Filioni's name correctly. What does it say? Jesse called slapping Japanese people clean on camera. Can we just forget that I have a face? Anyway. No, but I am never sure if I'm pronouncing Dave Filioni's name correctly. But, yeah, I'm stupid. Anyway. Rick Famuyiwa. Rick Famu... Famuyiwa... Rick Famu... Waya, Famuwa, Famuyiwa. Wonder is over party. Oh yeah, let me look at this. Caught in 4K. God damn it. Jesse called slapping Japanese people clean on camera. Yep, caught in 4K. Cancel him. Skibbity Ohio Phantom Tax. Wonder is over party. You were over the moment you first took a picture of yo dick. Anyway. Wonder After Dark, the only show where there's no such thing as TMI. Next episode, my cancellation. Superman is coming to school. Humiliation. Anyway, I mean, to be fair though, this entire show could be called My Cancellation or My Humiliation. And so were you over... Oh, you will never let me hear the end of that. Now, will ya? Not what I was aiming to hit, but close enough. Also, how did this picture frame just, like, not combust? Okay, no, seriously. That was not what I was aiming to hit, but... Okay, yeah, seriously. How did this not just shatter into a million pieces. Like, huh? Also, no, I don't add that to the save full. The whole house starts. Seems like my luck. Also, yeah, I don't know whose dog this baby just. No, actually, that is not me as a baby. I don't know whose dog this is. I don't know if this was one of our dogs. I don't know. I don't know who this is. I don't know this dog's name. I don't know how old this picture is. Ask your mommy. I'm too lazy to do that. I don't want to wake her up at dick o'clock at night. Discord, okay. It better not be a dick, I swear to God. Okay, thank you. Asleep and peeing on myself in front of Amy's mom. Couldn't hold it. Randall getting freaky ever since he got recruited by Gunn. Randall getting real freaky ever since he got recruited by Gunn. And that is, of course, Shamar Moore, who plays Randall in Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and now 3. There it is. Disney Infinity. Remember that? What the fuck? Okay. Bitch. Okay, I'll just put there. This went off the rails. I'll have 2 number 9s, and number 9 large, and number 6 with extra dip. Number 7, 2 number 45s, 1 with cheese, and a large soda. Okay, what now? Ah! Oh, what's even worse is I can tell that's a picture that you took. Yep. Context. Wyatt went to a college visit and his classmates had to do that. Why? Like, what? Okay, obviously I know this is a statue, but is this safe to show on camera? He took the picture. Yeah, I figured. I have a cousin named Wyatt. We're talking about a different person. Also, okay. Remember when this was about the Mandalorian? No, I don't. Is this even, like, I know this is just a statue of a, okay, your funeral. What even? I know you just gave the context and it still feels like there's context missing. Rick joined them for the 3rd season. Anyway, Rick joined them for the 3rd season. The title was announced in October. Oh yeah, it does look. Oh god. Y'all heard that too, right? Y'all heard my neck. It looks real. Yeah. Y'all heard my neck about combust too, right? Y'all heard that too, right? Because I could feel that. Oh my god. Y'all heard my neck bout explode, right? Okay, anyway. Cunt. The title was announced in October 2018 when filming started at Manhattan. Let's not. Anyway, Manhattan Beach Studios in California. Visual effects company Industrial Light and Magic developed the stagecraft technology for the series, displaying digital backgrounds on a 360-degree video wall. This has since been adopted by other film and television productions. I have lots of phlegm in my throat, and my nose is stuffy as fuck, so no, let me suck it up for... Dude, you have a fucking death wish. Spider, seriously, you have a fucking death wish. I take back what I said last night. If I become a serial killer, I feel like you, Spider, will be my first victim. Oh my god. I have nothing to lose. Well, in my case, I have even less to lose other than my life. And maybe the bullshit that surrounds me. And I'm going to be real with you, I'm not beating the green screen allegations because, yeah, I'm going to be honest. I'm shocked nobody has thought that this looks like a green screen. Even though this is clearly real, I'm just shocked nobody has looked at this once and thought that's a green screen. Especially with how I almost never interact with anything back there. I think it's a green screen. It isn't. I think you're a woman. What were we talking about again? Oh, yeah. The Mandalorian premiered with the launch of Disney. When he bends over, she's a woman. That just reminded me of that one Spider Man meme. His pronouns are they, them. Uncle Ben, what happened? They, them, pussy. Anyway. The Mandalorian premiered alongside the launch of Disney Plus on November 12th, 2019. The rest of the first season was released through December 27th. And then a second season was aired from October to December of 2020. And the third season was released from March to April of 2023. Uncle Ben, what happened? Green M&M puss. Oh god, I forgot to read Unico. Oh no. Anyway. Oops. Anyway. The series the series has received there we go. The series has received largely. Does Chapman's ice cream exist in America? I don't know what the hell that is. So I'm going to imagine no. I don't. If I don't know what it is, then I'm just going to say no. Damn school, damn GTA, damn computer, not sure. Breyers. The only Breyers that I know. Let me fact check that so I don't sound stupid. Okay, the only Breyer that I know is the company that makes fucking like toy horses. I don't know of a Breyer's ice cream. Are we really playing Name the Brand right now? What? It's pronounced Breyers. Ah, my apologies. Wouldn't be. Wouldn't. God. Anyway, wouldn't be this show without me mispronouncing something. Whoopsie doodle. Anyway, back to what? That there's a Chapman's Place 19 hours from me driving. Anyway. To see, we have Breyers. Okay. Well, you also have vintage stock, which I can tell you for a fact does not exist over here. I'm directing that to you, Spider. I know that vintage stock exists where you are. I can confirm for a fact vintage stock is not a chain over here in my neck of the woods. Anyway. What the flying Riddlin fuck I was saying. The series has received largely. I ate fries today. Yummy. Anyway. The series has received largely positive reviews from critics and several accolades, including Primetime Creative Arts Emmy Award wins for all 3 seasons. Glad I made it. Oh, hello there. I had fries today. That's nice. Who are you? Luke Skywalker. I knew that was coming. Also, vintage stock is like a more respectable GameStop. I've never been to a vintage stock, so I'll take your word. What were we talking about again? Oh, yeah, The Mandalorian. Okay, anyway, it got a bunch of award wins for all 3 seasons. And it's getting hot in here, so let me turn this fan on. Anyway, what? There's 4 people now. Yeah, but YouTube likes to mess with the numbers, so I don't know if there's actually 4 or if it's just saying 4. At least I can tell for a fact there's 3. The Wonderverse, yep. Anyway, a feature film titled The Mandalorian and Grogu is being directed by Favreau and is scheduled for release in May 2026. A 4th season of the series had been in development, but it is unclear if it will proceed following the announcement of the film. The Wonderverse, multiverse of maniacal. Yep, pretty much. Anyway, the Book of Boba Fett, Ahsoka, and Skeleton Crew expand on the Mandalorian's time frame with an untitled feature film directed by Filoni, set to serve as a conclusion to the interconnected stories. And while I completely get how Book of Boba Fett and Ahsoka connect to the Mandalorian, I don't understand how Skeleton Crew does. In fact, Skeleton Crew actually came out today at the time I'm doing this. I have not watched Skeleton Crew yet, but already I'm a little confused how it ties into. Can we give Star Wars a break for a while? After I'm done reviewing, after I'm done with this review, we can give Star Wars a break. Unless you mean give the franchise a break. Either or works. The Book of Boba Fett only half focuses on Boba Fett. Yes, it does. Anyway, but yeah. Normally, I'm talking about Star Wars as a franchise. Thank you for clarifying. But yeah, we need to give Star Wars just a break after whatever. Actually, after The Mandalorian and Grogu comes out, can we give it a break? Even if it's just like 5 years. Reminds me of a certain other spin-off series. To Luke, I hope you enjoy the madness. Okay, anyway. Alright, but yeah. This entire show is just the Evan, or, well, yes, technically Evan. This entire show is just the Bruce Alma. Who is Luke? Someone that I'm honestly pretty familiar with. I mean, I wouldn't say he's like super close in the friend area, but I'd say he is at least a friend I know. I mean, I wouldn't say he's like Geo close or U2 close, but he's like friend. Oh, and Luke, if you're wondering who Geo is, long story, don't even ask these two because you are not going to get a serious answer out of them. Can you do the rock eyebrow? Anyway. Oh yeah, there's your warning. They are the definition of peanut gallery. He's her sorta maybe boy. Yeah, that's the short answer. That's the short answer. Also, we're down to 2 viewers. I don't know if we still have 3 or 2 or... YouTube likes to mess with the numbers. Anyway. Alright. According to Nielsen, according to the judgments of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cordonale. Anyway. According to YouTube... Or... YouTube... Fuck! Okay. We scared Luke away. Yeah, I think we did, honestly. Which is funny. Which is funny. If we did scare him away, one, oops, but actually, who knows? He might have went to bed. I don't know, but, or who knows? He might still be here. Okay, he's definitely still here. The view count went back up to 3. Anyway, I'm actually impressed y'all two are on your best behavior, right? I'm still here. Okay. YouTube, directing this to you, Luke. YouTube likes to mess with the numbers. On the top of my screen where I'm pointing, sometimes it'll give like 3 viewers when there will only be 2 present. Sometimes it'll say 4 when there's only 3 present. I fear the day it goes up to 5. Best behavior, don't re... What are you talking about? I'm always a good boy, girl. This is what I'm talking about. These two... Oh, these two are a walking peanut gallery. Okay, anyway. According to Nielsen, The Mandalorian's first season amassed 5.42 billion minutes of viewing time. I'm a troll, yes, you are. Of viewing time during its 7-week run, topping at 1.15 billion minutes during its finale premiere. Billions? I'm a walking peanut gallery. Nah, man, I'm a whole circus. But I'm the troll you like having around. I have never met a sadder, more attention-starved, jabbering little prick in my entire life. And that says a lot, because I've been alive for more than 200 fucking years. Wolverine car funny. Anyway. Oh, that whole scene. Oh, God. Those are French Kiss and How Green Was My Valley. Did you say something and YouTube deleted it, or did I quote something by accident? Insert Billy. Okay, no, sorry if I sound like I don't get what you just said, but I scroll up. Oh, wait. Okay, thank you for directing me in the right direction. Thank you for YouTube often deletes that. YouTube often deletes comments, sometimes because the shit these two be saying is incredibly out of pocket, and then other times because. Just because. I don't know. Anyway. Alright, I'm not reading the rest of this, but it's a lot of technical talk. Sometimes YouTube doesn't like the word fat, and then sometimes it does, like right now. Confusion. You know, I'm something of an I don't get it myself. Anyway. Sometimes it doesn't like the... Oh, it's gonna love us when we get to It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It's gonna absolutely love us. Because It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia might finally be the topic. See, Power Rangers Super Megaforce was the topic that broke me. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia might be the topic that breaks this show. Anyway, Mando. Yep, anyway. Season 1 has a 93% on Rotten Tomatoes, as does Season 2. And Season 3 only has an 85. Wow. The consensus reads... Oh yeah, 0 to 50 and 4. I always say that. Anyway. The consensus reads, an action-packed and expertly crafted, if at times a bit too withholding, The Mandalorian is a welcome addition to the Star Wars universe that benefits greatly from the cuteness of its cargo. I just burped it. I burp funny. Anyway. Metacritic, which uses a weighted average, assigned a score of 70 out of 100 for the season, based on 29 critics indicating generally favorable reviews. The Mandalorian is an apology letter for the sequels, which is funny because Season 1 of The Mandalorian premiered a month before Rise of Skywalker. I often forget that fact, but when I remember it, it becomes the funniest thing known to man. Came out a month before The Rise of Skywalker. Anyway, for the second season, Rotten Tomatoes reported a 93%, approval rating with a score of 8.5 out of 10 based on 451. The consensus for that season reads, with fan favorites and fresh faces galore, both in front of and behind the camera, The Mandalorian's sophomore season solidifies its place as one of Star Wars' most engaging and exciting sagas. And then the third season has an 85, 7.55 out of 10 based on 240. The consensus for that season reads, mileage may vary by a couple parsecs. I am so immature. As The Mandalorian becomes more and more about the connective tissue of broader Star Wars lore, but this remains one of the most engaging adventures in a galaxy far, far away. It's still an apology for Rise of Skywalker, but more as in, I'm sorry for what I'm gonna do, rather than I'm sorry I did this. This whole show feels like I'm sorry for what I'm gonna do, if I'm quite honest. Anyway. Alright. Scroll back. Oh, shit. Scroll. Ugh. Alright. As previously stated, the show premiered on Disney Plus launch day on November 12th, 2019, with Season 2 coming October 30th, 2020, and Season 3 coming March 1st, 2023. Chapter 1, The Mandalorian, which was Season 1, Episode 1, aired on Disney's linear cable television networks, ABC, Freeform, and FX, on February 24th, 2023, in anticipation of the Season 3 premiere on Disney+. When you call my name, it's like a little prayer. Don't mind these. Deadpool and Wolverine peak cinema. I love Canadians. I love those fruity Canadian people. Because those Canadians truly are all of us strangers. I tell you what, them Canadians, you know, oh, I'm Canadian. Oh, hi, hello, welcome to... This is also a show where I fall a lot. Yeah, anyway. Whoopsie doodle. The first... Luke is probably thinking right now, like, what did I just walk in on? Anyway, the first two seasons of The Mandalorian were released on Blu-ray and 4K Ultra HD on December 12th, 2023 by Buena Vista Home Entertainment, with steelbook packaging, concept art cards, and never-before-seen bonus features. And the third season will be coming out as a steelbook tomorrow, December 3rd. So now you'll have all 3 seasons on physical disc. Please note, though, Season 3 will only be available in 4K, so if you don't have a 4K player, you are shit out of luck. Why? I don't know. Disney make the decisions. Probably on Measure Phone House. Anyway. Alright, let me go grab the articles of which I speaketh of. I forgot Copper was in here, honestly, so I was, because Copper typically lays down on my bed over there, but I didn't see him, so I was like, he must still be in my sister's room right now. Then I remembered, oh yeah, he's over here under the weighted blanket. Anyway, here's Season 1 on Steelbook. Collector. Now let's talk about the family part of the show. After this, Collector's Edition Blu-ray includes bonus extras and concept art cards. Blu-ray logo, Star Wars The Mandalorian. One! One! Anyway, the back. Never-before-seen bonus features include Remnants of the Empire and Forging the Covert Part 1. Take the J card off here. Here's the full artwork. Inside, 2 discs. Disc 1, of course, episodes 1 through 4. Disc 2, 5 through 8, plus bonus features. Inside is the iconic scene of them meeting for the first time. I think the only thing more iconic than that is Grogu's face reveal. And of course your art cards, which I know for a fact you cannot see on camera. Oh, alright. Yeah. And of course, this was part of the whole wave they did of all the Disney Plus shows. Or at least all the Marvel and Star Wars shows. And before you say, get on with it, I'm getting to the family part of the show. I just want to show my goodies. But not inappropriately. Alright, and then there it is. I also have Season 2. Okay, there it is. And we also have Season 2. Follows the same format as the first season. Except now you have a 2 down there. Bonus features include designing the New Republic and forging the Covert Part 2. There's the artwork. And then Disc 1, episodes 9 through 12, and Disc 2, episodes 13 through 16. Inside, I actually forget what episode this frame is from. Oops. But of course, you also get 3 art cards. Yeah. I do want to pick up the Season 3 Steelbook when that comes out. You know, just to finish it off. Alright. Now the family part of the show. Sorry for holding you up. Who wants to talk family? Family. 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 Anyway, now the family part of the show. Let's see if I missed anything. Okay, no, I did not. Anyway, now the family part of the show. I think the Sylve machine is broken. I think I spoke too long. Hello? Hello? The chocolate lady from SpongeBob. Hell. Or wait, is it the chocolate? I forget. Is it? Or no, that's not the. Oh wait, sorry, I zoned out. Ah. Well, I mean, you didn't miss out on much. I was just showing my Blu-ray steelbooks of The Mandalorian. Anyway, now the family part, because you did say let's get to the family part of The Mandalorian. Get on with it. Yeah. It's just such a wholesome show. Yes, it is. It's funny, when you think Star Wars, you don't typically, or even really always, think wholesome. But The Mandalorian is very wholesome. Over time, Mando, I don't know why I always want to read it as Mandu, but I do. Anyway, Over time, Over time, Mando and Grogu's relationship builds up. Yep. Yeah, it builds up over time and becomes very much a father-son or father-daughter. Do they even say what Grogu's gender is now that I think about it? To the point where, spoilers, at the end of season 3, okay, Grogu is a boy. That's what I was thinking. But it's been a while actually since I've sat through the show, like in full. But actually, not even in full. I guess I probably should. I guess I probably. So yes, Grogu really is his son now. That is very wholesome. I guess I should probably add. I've seen. Isn't that sweet? It actually is very sweet. I guess I should probably add. I have seen seasons 1 and 2 of The Mandalorian in full. I have not seen season 3 in full, start to finish. In fact, I think the exact moment I clocked out, watched the last few episodes of the Book of Boba Fett. Okay. That's not a sarcastic okay, just okay. But anyway, in fact, I think where I started to clock out with Mandalorian was when Jack Black and Lizzo cameoed, and everybody on Twitter acted like it was the worst thing to ever happen. I personally think it's fine. Stupid, but fine. Like, genuinely, what was the problem with that? Like, when Mando and Grogu get reunited, Mando is emotional and he is like, it's so good to see you, and hugs him. Yeah. So wholesome. But yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I remember when Jack Black and Lizzo cameoed in season 3 and everybody acted like it was the worst. Jack Black feels out of place in Star Wars physically is the problem. I mean, yeah, that does make sense, but it's also like it was just a cameo. Like, it's not like, the next Star Wars trilogy is going to be about him, is what I'm like. I'm fine. Plus, Jack Black was probably super excited to do that. Like, for a fact, a cameo is still too much. I mean, at least you're not being rude about it. I'm not being rude when I say that. It's just I expected you to get a little bit more defensive about your opinion, but glad you kept it tame. That's like if Jim Carrey had a role in Star Wars. No, difference is Spider would absolutely love Jim Carrey in Star Wars, even if it is incredibly stupid. I don't even know if Spider is still watching right now, but if he is, I'm right. It's not bad, mind you. Yeah, it is not bad, but, it is not bad. Did I need to do that? No. But is this show already a complete acid trip? Yes, it is. Jack Black in Star Wars isn't a is ugh. Jack Black in Star Wars isn't inherently bad. It's more of a this is out of place. Yeah. Also, Danny Trejo is in The Mandalorian. I heard. Let me just fact check that because I don't recall if he is or not. Good Lord, I just tried to type his name as one or I just tried to type his name as one word. He is. And God, okay, he looks, or actually, he's not in The Mandalorian, he's in the Book of Boba Fett. So, you were half right. He's in the Book of Boba Fett. But God, looking at this post, also Danny Trejo is 80. I refuse to believe that. Okay. It's funny. He looks like he belongs, but he also doesn't. The Book of Boba Fett is basically season 2.5, yeah. It's funny. Looking at this poster, Danny looks like he belongs, but he also doesn't. Like, I can look at him and think, yeah, this is a Star Wars character. But I also look at him. Okay, yeah, this is the poster. Like, I can look at him here and think, yeah, he kind of belongs. Like, I could see him there, but I'm also like, what? Yeah, Machete. Machete. Brought to you by your friends at the Weinstein Company. We still need to review Machete. Anyway, but I forget I forget anyone is still alive. Anyway, but um like I look at him here and I'm like, yeah, he kind of belongs, but he also, I don't know. I can't really put it into. I'm terrible at putting anything into words. I'm just terrible. I'm just terrible at putting things. Anyway, but yeah. But what I have watched of The Mandalorian seasons 1 and 2, I do really enjoy. And no disrespect to Clone Wars, no disrespect to Rebels, no disrespect to anything. But I think The Mandalorian is probably my favorite of the Star Wars TV shows. Again, no disrespect to all the other ones, but if I had to pick a favorite, it would probably be The Mandalorian. Also fair? Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm trying to think of anything else related to The Mandalorian, but my brain is just doing cartwheels right now. Anyway, do you have anything else to say about The Mandalorian? Because it feels like I've exhausted through everything. Like, I'm not saying that, like, I don't want to talk about it. I'm just out of thoughts. No head, thoughts empty. No, I'm done for tonight. Oh, 100 out of 10. Yep. Okay, well, I guess I'll agree with you there. The Mandalorian. Is it the best TV show, like, period, that I've ever seen? No. Is it my favorite Star Wars show? Absolutely. Could that opinion possibly change once I finish season 3? Maybe. But I'm just going to agree with you. I think it is honestly a 100 out of 10. So 100 out of 10. Okay, I really don't know how to fill out the rest of this episode, but I also don't want to end it yet. So, if any of you can think of some good 10 to 15-minute filler to basically make this longer than 54 minutes. Also, kind of funny that my review of The Mandalorian lasted exactly, well, a little over one episode of The Mandalorian. That's funny as all get out. But yeah, if y'all can think of any filler, basically to fill out the runtime, bring this up to at least an hour. I don't know. This feels so. I mean, I get it's a steel book, but this always felt very heavy. Out of the four they released, this one just feels the heaviest. Do the outro. But it's not time for the fun. I'm ready to go early. Okay. Well, can you give me about 9 minutes? Because I kind of want to do the funny image and then do the funny image now. Can you please wait 9 minutes? I know you're ready to go, but my OCD, granted, I've never been diagnosed with OCD, but I kind of have OCD when it comes to sticking to a format. I kind of want to just do the funny image at the usual time and then we can go, if that is okay with you. Granted, even if it's not okay, I'll probably just do it anyway, just because I like sticking to consistency. See, you are a troll. I am consistent. You and I are not identical. I'm also just now realizing that despite this episode flying completely off the rails earlier, this is still the least sidetracked one of my streams has ever gotten, and that is both pre and post reboot combined. I'm a little impressed. Well, you know what? I guess this would serve as good pointless filler before we have to wrap up the show for tonight. Because, I mean, we did kind of exhaust through everything, and there's no way feasibly I can drag this topic out for 90 minutes. Plus, Sylv here is ready to go, so I guess I'll just yap away for at least. Whatever. So, Disney Movie Insiders, which I've brought up on the show before, is going to be closing in just 2 days, December 4th. It's bittersweet, I guess is the right way to put it. Even though I was not a member or user for very long, just a year and a half, it's kind of unfortunate to see it go. It's happy for me. You're so damn cynical. You've never even used it, so, like, why? Never mind, I know why. You're you. Anyway, but it's kind of unfortunate for me, honestly, and for everybody who did use it, but I mean, I kind of, I don't know. I guess given how Disney is now, I can see why they're getting rid of it, because they just prefer you to stream everything and download everything. Plus, not as many people, at least not as many, like, regular customers are buying DVDs, Blu-rays, 4Ks. It's mostly like the niche people like me who do. So, I guess in that sense it makes sense, but then my question is, why get rid of it anyway? Because it already, like, I feel like Disney Movie Insiders, you have to be like a Disney fan to really care about it. And they're just lucky I was one of them. Who knows? Maybe we'll revisit the site later in the month, post closure, post mortem. I don't know. Especially because I still have 2 more final rewards on the way. I don't know. But then again, I'll be stuck with everyone else, buying Disney movies and shows at full price and not really getting anything cool in return, other than the release. Plus, I mean, loyalty rewards program aside, it is honestly just a minor miracle that Disney is even releasing their stuff on DVD, Blu-ray, whatever at all anymore. Like, they could easily just say, Go to Disney Plus if you just want to watch West Side Story. But no, they at least say like, "Oh, you want West Side Story? Drop us a few bucks and we'll sell it to you." This may or may not be foreshadowing. That, and it was just in my reach, so it was an easy example. But yeah. What else? What else? What else? Oh, totally slipped my mind. When are we covering the Home Alone movies? Because isn't that supposed to be soon? It totally slipped my mind, but yeah. Aren't we supposed to be covering Home Alone real soon? I'll take that as a yes. I will take that silence as a yes. I'll take that silence as a. Yep, pretty much. Okay. Oh, wait, so, I'm sorry, what did you say? Okay, yeah, you're zoning out. So, uh, I'm messing with Chat GPT. Okay, what I asked was, aren't we supposed to be covering Home Alone soon? Totally slipped my mind earlier, but yeah, isn't that supposed to be real soon? Home Alone on Wonder After Dark? Yes, tomorrow. Okay, so I guess tomorrow we're covering, yep, Home Alone 1 and 2. Finally, we're covering Christmas movies. I mean, granted, we did cover A Fairly Odd Christmas, a day before. I'd like to comment on your opinion of Home Alone or. Uh, my brain is just on, not go mode, but you're just. Oh, it's valid in that people act like it's the. Oh, thank you. I was like, what opinion? But yeah. Yeah, people act like Home Alone is the only Christmas movie, both at all and that matters. And listen, I love Home Alone. For me, it's just for me, it's my favorite Christmas movie. Yeah. And honestly, that's how you should just see it. Not as like the Christmas movie, but just your favorite or just one that you like. That is how you should see it. I wouldn't call it overrated. Overplayed, maybe. In my case, I would say Home Alone is overrated in the sense that, like, it gets praised, but, like, too much. But overall, I would just simply, I guess to word it a bit better, I'd say it's overplayed, teetering on overrated. But, like, I'd watch it as many times as I want. Yeah. Like I said, I'd say it's overplayed, teetering on overrated. Should make sense what I mean. I agree with you. Yeah. Look, a rare moment where we agree with each other without biting each other's heads off the moment before. I don't mean that as an insult, that's just a joke about what usually happens on this show. Because usually, even if we do come to an agreement on something, we do end up biting each other's heads off mere minutes before. I'm just waiting one more image, or one more image. Oh, speak of the devil. It's time for the funny image. Here's a raccoon just chowing down on some Jif. This is the best I can do tonight. Just a raccoon chowing down on some Jif. Yep. Just a racky. Jif is good. Yep. I've never tried Jif personally. Okay, well, I really do not know how to stretch this specific episode out for an hour and a half, much less 75 minutes. So, do we have any, questions, inquiries, suggestions before we go? Because otherwise, I'm probably just going to wrap this up here. Again, if you have any final thoughts, any final suggestions for tonight, please let me know. Preferably now and not during the outro. Just doing this while we wait. Alright. Do we have any final statements for tonight? Any final suggestions? Because if we don't, I'm just going to go ahead and wrap this up. Oh, nope. Okay, do we at least... Jiff, okay. Do we at least have any future topic suggestions? Jiff, yep. Okay, but for real, do we at least have any... Do we at least... Okay, chill out. Do we at least have any suggestions for future... Talk about Jif. I've never eaten Jif, but it's Jif. Jif is Jif. Peanut butter, cat, something, I don't know. Peanut butter, nut butter. Don't flutter, it's time for nut butter. Yeah, I don't know. Are you a peanut butter person? I mean, other than like Butterfinger, if you remember that chocolate bar, if it even exists over there, are you a peanut butter pussy Why did I just know that was the setup for that gag? Butterfinger is a cookie. No, not in the US it isn't. I guess over there Butterfinger is a cookie, but over here it's not. Oh wait. You were thinking of something else, weren't you? Oh, yep, exactly. You were thinking of something else. Butterfinger exists here. Okay, good to know. Ruth, baby Ruth, yep. Alright, I really don't know what else to talk about for tonight, so, do we at least have any, like... We haven't done this in a while. Do we have any topic suggestions for future episodes? Like, is there anything you would like to see or hear on a future episode? Like, after we're done with Home Alone. If there's anything you would like to know, or anything you'd like to see on a future episode, please let me know. Because no head pot's empty. So no head. Yeah. Okay, is there anything you would like to see on a future episode? Like, are there any topics you would like to see me cover at some point in the future? Just in general. Cover hoof job. Ah, yes, the good old fashioned hoof job. Hoofs are a job. Alright, I really cannot. I really truthfully cannot. Oh. Cover a show called My Secret Identity. I don't know what that is. Never heard of that. It stars Jerry O'Connell. Okay, sounds interesting, but again, I've never heard of it. A young Jerry. Oh yeah, really young. We're talking Tina. Yeah, really young. When did this come out? This came out 1988 to 1991. It's on YouTube for free. Okay, I'll remember that. All right. Do you have anything else on your mind? Because I have nothing. This is probably the simultaneously the least and most chaotic episode that we've had in a while. Also, look, it's Hamilton. It's a surprisingly good superhero show. That's a superhero show? What? Wait, no. What? No. I don't look at that and think. Well, I guess I should have figured that based on the title, fuck. I guess I should have figured that based on the title, My Secret Identity. But I ain't looking at this and thinking superheroes. This looks like just another sitcom. I am so tired right now. Not tired of you, not tired of this show. I am just tired. I'm so tired that just woke me the hell up. Yeah, it's about a teen who gets powers after getting zapped from a. Where do you people find these things? Like, oh my god. It feels like the longer I do these reviews, the more made up each of these topics sound. Like, God, I don't even know. It aired in 2008 on a retro channel, and I watched it a lot. I have no recollection of this show existing at all until right now. I'm just lost. Excuse me. I am just. Excuse me. I am just lost. Okay, it's funny. I love how you went from I want to go early to I'm going to make Jess lose like 10 brain cells. Because it feels like I lost a bunch of brain cells. wait, what does it say? But will you elaborate further? Depends. Will I elaborate further? Will I elaborate further? Why do all of these shows look and sound more and more made up with each passing day? Why do some of these things just sound like fictional shows you would see on iCarly? Why am I asking you all of these questions? Mermaid Man, where are you? But realsies, no, because I've said enough. But for now, that's all the time we have for tonight. But always remember, eat your cereal, go to bed, to be continued. God made you special and he loves you very much. If you do drugs, you go to hell before you die. Good night, and woo! You said wait, so I'm waiting. There wasn't more after wait, was there? Can I hug Wicket, the Ewok? I mean, I guess you can. Otherwise, have a day.